He was known as the Ultimate Warrior. What's happening, everybody? I'm Todd Tanner. This is Wrestling News Now. I'll be profiling tonight the Ultimate Warrior. Warrior was an American professional wrestler and bodybuilder, best known by his ring name, the Ultimate Warrior. He wrestled for the World Wrestling Federation from 1987 to 1992, as well as a short stint in 1996. Before I get into this profile story on tonight, take out a few moments and subscribe to Wrestling News Now with Todd Tanner. As you know, I cover everything pertaining to the world of sports entertainment. And you'll be surprised of the stories that I'll be bringing before these cameras. Well, this is part one of a two-part profile, the Ultimate Warrior. The Warrior was born James Brian Hellwig, June 16, 1959, and he passed away the 8th of April of 2014. He was an American professional wrestler and bodybuilder. Best known by his ring name, the Ultimate Warrior, he wrestled for the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF, now WWE, from 1987 to 1992, as well as a short stint in 1996. He also notably spent a few months in 1998 for World Championship Wrestling, known then as WCW, where he was known as the Warrior. After a career in bodybuilding, Warrior turned to professional wrestling from 1985 to 1986. He would tag with fellow former bodybuilder Steve Borton, known as the Blade Runners, and split when Warrior left to pursue a singles career in World Class Championship Wrestling, or WCCW, under the ring name Dingo Warrior. He was a one-time WCWA Texas Heavyweight Champion. In 1987, he joined the World Wrestling Federation and became a two-time WWF Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion within 2 years. At WrestleMania 6, Warrior won the WWF Championship in a title versus title match over Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do, brother? Let me stop. Making him the first wrestler to hold both titles concurrently. Cited as the new face of the company, he would fall out with Vince McMahon over a pay dispute and attempted to leave the WWF, which was rejected. Warrior would return at WrestleMania 8. But by November 1992, he had been released. It was later revealed that this was due to steroid use. Well, that's a no-brainer there. They all did steroids. Everybody. It was later revealed that this was due to steroid use. In 1993, he legally changed his name to I can't even pronounce this, so I'll just spell it Mononym. I'll give it a shot. He legally changed his name to Mononym Warrior and was credited as a co-writer for a comic book based around his name and likeness. Warrior returned to the WWF at WrestleMania 12, but lasted 4 months as he began no showing events. 2 years later, he joined World Championship Wrestling, who had tried to hire him in 1995. Being used in a much maligned storyline with Hulk Hogan, which culminated at Halloween Havoc, Warrior retired from professional wrestling and subsequently embarked on a public speaking career, but wrestled one final match in Spain in 2008. Unfortunately, and very sadly, Warrior died on April 8th, 2014 at the age of 54 in Scottsdale, Arizona. On the preceding 3 nights in New Orleans, he had been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Appeared at WrestleMania 30 and made his final public appearance on Monday Night Raw, returning to the promotion after an acrimonious separation in 1996. So who was this mysterious character? As stated earlier, Warrior was born in 1959 as James Brian Hellwig in Crawfordsville, Indiana, about 50 miles northwest of Indianapolis. He was the oldest of 5 children and was raised by his mother, along with later his stepfather After his father left his family when he was 12, his father died at 57 and a grandfather died at 52. The family moved and he graduated from Würzburg Fountain Central High School and attended Indiana State University for 1 year. Prior to his career in professional wrestling, Hellwig was an amateur bodybuilder, competing in a number of NPC contests and winning the 1984 NPC Mr. Georgia crown. Hellwig started training with weights when he was 11 years old and described himself as the small, insecure kid who wasn't into any sports. He moved to California, where after seeing bodybuilder Robbie Robinson, he decided to take up the sport. His first contest took place in Florida, where he placed 5th. Later, while he was attending Life University in Marietta, Georgia, he won the Junior Atlantic contest and placed 5th at the 1981 AAU Collegiate Mr. America. In 1983, he won the AAU Coastal USA before taking the Mr. Georgia title the following year. His last bodybuilding contest was 1985's Junior USA's, which was won by future IFBB Ron Love. Hellwig finished 5th. In 1985, after spending 6 weeks in California training for a bodybuilding contest, he was invited to join a group of bodybuilders, Garland Dono, Mark Miller, and Steve Borden, you know as Sting, to form a professional wrestling team. Warrior accepted the invitation and abandoned his bodybuilding career as well as his plans to become a chiropractor. Well, this is most interesting. I'll see you in part 2 of the story about the Ultimate Warrior. For Wrestling News Now, I'm Todd Tanner.